So if you've ever wanted to visit Chernobyl but you didn't want to be exposed to the radiation, you were previously out of luck, but not anymore. Now you can play Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl, the long awaited first-person survival game from THQ and Ukraine's GSC Game World. Stalker is a game that we expected to arrive years ago, and its delay created a lot of questions. Was the game too ambitious? After all, its goal of creating a virtual world to explore was a lot more complex than those found in most shooters. In Stalker, you play as the Marked One, a heavily armed scavenger suffering from amnesia who was one day found in the exclusion zone around Chernobyl, the infamous nuclear power plant that exploded in 1986, spewing radiation around the world and making the area around the plant a radioactive hotspot. Your job in the game is to find out who you are and what's going on in the heart of the zone, which, in the game's fiction, is a hotbed of all sorts of mutant and paranormal activity. Stalker is a blend of first-person action and role-playing. Your job is to get quests from various characters and then go off into the zone and accomplish them. There are quests related to the game's main story, but also plenty of side quests along the way. At your disposal will be a wide array of military firearms, such as assault rifles and pistols. Stalker has one of the best ballistics modeling seen in a game, as the act of firing a gun feels realistic. Trajectory matters, gravity actually pulls bullets downward the further they go, so mastering your firearms requires a combination of skill and experience. You'll battle a wide array of foes in the game, some human, others not quite. There are all sorts of human opponents ranging from military to rival scavengers. Then there are mutated creatures such as the creepy dudes who crawl around on the ground and lunge at you in the darkness. At the same time, you'll explore a world that's incredibly rich with detail. There are rusting factories full of bad guys, underground facilities full of danger, and mysterious ghost towns. And of course, the infamous power plant itself. The graphics engine in Stalker is rather dated at this point, a result of it being so delayed, but what it lacks in high-end visuals, it more than makes up for an incredible amount of detail. It's easy to stop for a moment and just soak in the sight. Another great thing about the game is the lighting. Outside it's incredibly atmospheric, while inside it's very realistic, especially when you pull out a flashlight and watch how it draws shadows all over the environment. The combination of combat, exploration, and horror is just extremely well done in Stalker, and you feel like you're exploring an amazingly well thought out world. The only downside of the single player is that it does have a bunch of small, annoying bugs. The quest system is a bit broken as well, so side quests will reset or can't be accomplished. But even worse, we encountered some major issues with Windows Vista, which, according to the README file, isn't even supported in the game. THQ and GSC Game World are working to deliver a patch to address many of these issues, though. Even with these flaws, you'll just want to go back into the world of Stalker. There are 6 or 7 endings to the game that you can explore, along with different playing styles. In one game, you can try allying with one faction, but in another, you can try making an enemy of them and see what happens from there. There are so many locations with hidden secrets waiting to be uncovered as well. The real meat in Stalker is in its excellent single-player game. This is one of the most immersive, atmospheric, and engrossing first-person games that we've played, and it ranks right up there with classics such as Deus Ex. Once THQ and GSC Game World iron out the bugs, Stalker is a game that you should definitely play.